Even as a child, Jose Rizal was no ordinary boy. Curious, bright, and kind. But more than his genius was his deep love and respect for his parents. His mother's unjust imprisonment awakened his fight for justice, while his father's strength shaped his values.
Divis habitari et voluntatibus
Even before he could read or write, young Jose Rizal was taught to kneel in prayer. At the heart of his home was faith. Nurtured by a woman strong in spirit and unshakable in belief, his mother, Teodora Alonso. It was through his mother that Rizal first learned to speak to God in Latin, in silence, in trust. That early faith stayed with him through every trial, exile, and sorrow. In every struggle, Rizal prayed, not for comfort, but for strength, not for escape, but for courage. Jose Rizal's greatness was not just in his mind, but in his soul, rooted in faith, nurtured by a mother's prayer. Jose Rizal was a man of knowledge and courage, but more than anything, he was a man of deep compassion. His heart beat for his fellow Filipinos, the farmers, the workers, the student, the oppressed. He saw their pain. He heard their silent cries, and he could not look away.
Nationalism and patriotism. In a time of darkness, when a nation was chained by a colonial rule, one man rose not with a sword, but with a pen. He is Dr. Jose Rizal. Rizal saw beyond his own safety. He believed that education, freedom of thought, and love for one's nation could break the chains of tyranny. He did not live to see the freedom he dreamed of, but his death sparked a fire that could never be silenced. Rizal's patriotism was not just in dying for his country, it was in living for it. Politeness and courtesy. Jose was not only a genius and patriot, but also a true gentleman, polite, courteous, respectful even to those who oppressed him. Even as he faced exile, ridicule, and death, Rizal never raised his voice. He taught us that true courage walks hand in hand with respect. Politeness is not just in words, it is in actions, and Rizal lived the truth until his final breath. He was not a soldier, nor a king. He held no weapons, no throne, but with his pen, he shook an empire. Dr. Jose Rizal, lover of truth, patriot, martyr. He was exiled, banished, silenced, but never broken. For Rizal, love of country meant more than comfort, it meant sacrifice. And so he did. He gave his words, his freedom, his life, all for truth, all for country. Behind the cold walls of Fort Santiago, one man prepares not for escape, but for eternity. A man armed not with guns, but with words. A man named Jose Rizal. At dawn on December 30, 1986, Dr. Jose Rizal faced the firing squad.
Kun sumatum est.
He stood tall, not just a man, but as the soul of nation. His death was not defeat, but the spark that awakened a revolution.